Scientists reveal that only 5% of cats display these rare behaviors when they're genuinely happy and living their best life. Your cat could be giving you these clues every single day, but you might be missing them completely. So, how many of these 20 signs does your cat actually show? You may be surprised by what they reveal. Number 1. She stretches her whole body out when she sees you. You walk in. She stands, drops her chest, pushes her back legs out, and stretches to twice her length. You've watched it 1,000 times and read it as a yawn. It isn't. Stretching in front of another animal disables you for 2 full seconds. Spine extended, legs locked, no ability to run. Cats perform this in front of individuals they're comfortable with, and they do it as a greeting on purpose. She's not stretching because you arrived. She's stretching at you. Tolerated owners get ignored on entry. Great ones get greeted. Watch the timing tonight. If it happens within a few seconds of you entering the room, that stretch was addressed to you. Strangers almost never get one, and neither do people she merely tolerates. And when the lights go off, the strongest signal of all shows up. Number 2, she sleeps pressed against your body. Not the same bed, not near your feet, against you, spine along your leg, weight committed. Cats sleep in contact with 2 categories only, littermates from kittenhood, and the one being they trust most on Earth. If that's you, this video's title is already settled. Body contact during sleep also means her heat regulation and her escape plan are now tied to yours. She physically cannot leave quickly from that position. There's a second layer too. A pressed cat feels your breathing, and cats sync their sleep rhythms to whoever they're touching. Don't move for her at 3 in the morning. Every time you stay still, the habit gets stronger. Shift your leg and she relocates, and some cats don't come back for weeks. Lie still long enough, and she starts using her tongue on you, which goes further again. Number 3, she licks your skin or your hair. That sandpaper tongue on your arm isn't a taste test. Cats groom each other in a specific pattern, and it's almost never random. Mothers groom kittens. Bonded adults groom the one they've chosen. Grooming goes to family, nobody else. She's also grooming the places she can't reach on herself, which is why hair, ears, and hands get the most attention. Here's the part most people get wrong. The moment she licks you, most owners react loudly, laughing, pulling away, grabbing her. That ends the session and teaches her not to start again. Do nothing instead. Stay completely still and let her finish. Great owners are mostly just the ones who learn to hold still. Cats decide their bonds through repetition, and something in her voice reveals whether she's included you at all. Number 4, she makes a sound at you that isn't a meow. Adult cats barely meow at each other. That whole vocabulary was developed for humans. But there's a sound underneath it. A short rolling chirp, half purr and half question, usually as she walks toward you or hops up. That's the trill. Mother cats use it to call kittens over. Kittens who grow up secure keep it for life. A meow can mean anything, including annoyance. A trill only ever means one thing. Come here, I'm pleased, follow me. And it only gets aimed at an owner she rates. Answer her next time. Chirp back, short and rising. Keep it soft and skip her name. Cats who trill often will hold entire conversations of it once they realize you're replying. That's her voice on an ordinary day. What she does on a bad day is far bigger than any sound. Number 5, she comes to you when something is wrong with her. This one matters more than the other 17 combined. Cats conceal illness, not out of stoicism, but because a visibly sick animal in the wild becomes a target within hours. The instinct is to withdraw somewhere dark and silent and wait it out alone. That's why so many owners find out too late. So if your cat comes and sits pressed against you when she's off her food, or limping, or just not right, understand what she's overriding. Millions of years of programming say hide. She's walking toward you instead. Her read on you overrode the instinct that keeps her whole species alive. Nothing here outranks that. A cat only does it for a truly great owner. There's one part of her body, though, that most cats never hand over, sick or healthy. Number 6. She lets you hold her paws. Paws are her hunting equipment, her escape system, and her most sensitive nerve cluster in one package. Most cats pull back instantly. Some hiss. Groomers charge extra for a reason. If yours lets you take a paw, press the pad, look between the toes, and just hold it there, something in her wiring got overwritten. Nothing about that is instinct. It's evidence of 100 small moments where your hands never turned into a bad experience. That's not a good cat. That's a great owner. Try one toe tonight. Touch it, then let go before she asks you to. 2 seconds is plenty, and you release first. Ending the contact yourself is what builds this, not pushing for another second. Her paws are one surrender. Her eyes are the other, and that one you can test in 2 seconds tonight. Number 7. She closes her eyes while looking straight at you. Catch her from across the room. She notices you. Then her eyelids sink halfway, slow, like she's dozing off sitting up. You'd assume she's sleepy. She isn't. In cat language, a hard stare is a threat. So closing your eyes near something that could hurt you is surrender. She's telling you she doesn't need to keep watch. Cats do this with cats they've shared a home with for years. Most owners never receive it, because most cats stay just alert enough not to. A truly great owner is just someone she stopped needing to watch. Try it tonight. Meet her gaze. Shut your eyes slowly. Open them again. No smiling, no talking. If she blinks back, she just replied. And once she stops watching you, she starts walking after you, and the gap she leaves is the interesting part. Number 8. She follows you room to room but never crowds you. She's on the landing while you fetch laundry, on the kitchen doorway while you cook, not touching you, not blocking you, just there. Cats bond by proximity, not contact. In colonies, cats who like each other simply share space, often without touching all day. The distance is the sophisticated part. A clingy cat is usually anxious, checking you're still real. A relaxed cat keeps an easy orbit, because she already knows you're not going anywhere. The calm orbit belongs to great owners. The clinging belongs to worried ones. She wants your company without needing reassurance from it. Sit on the floor of a room she wasn't in and wait. If she arrives and settles a short distance away, that's choice, not anxiety. Follow that orbit far enough, and it ends with her on the floor, on her back, everything exposed. Number 9. She sleeps with her stomach facing the ceiling. A cat's belly has no ribcage protecting it. Everything that keeps her alive sits under a thin layer of fur. So watch how she sleeps near you. Curled tight into a circle, tail wrapped over her nose. That's the sleep of a cat still doing math on her surroundings. Now watch for the other one. Legs out, spine twisted, stomach up, one paw flopped over her face. That posture costs her half a second if she has to escape. In the wild, half a second is everything. She's spending it on you. That half second is what a great owner actually gets paid in. Don't rub the belly. It's a trust display, not an invitation. And speaking of things that look like invitations, there's a signal she gives the moment you walk in that almost nobody reads correctly. Number 10. Her tail shoots up and shivers when you walk in. You come home. She trots over with her tail pointing straight at the ceiling. Fine, you think. She's hungry. Then look closer at the tip. If it's vibrating, buzzing like a tiny motor, that is not a food request. Kittens raise that tail for their mother. Adult cats keep it for whoever replaced her. The quiver is pure excitement, and it happens without her deciding. Here's how you know it's real and not the dinner routine. Come home at a random hour, nowhere near feeding time, with nothing in your hands. If the tail still goes up and buzzes, you're not a food dispenser to her. You're the arrival itself. The buzz is reserved for whoever made this house feel safe. Which raises a harder question, because how she behaves at the food bowl says something completely separate about you. Number 11. She eats slowly while you're standing right there. A nervous cat eats like she's stealing. Head down, fast bites, one eye up between mouthfuls, spine tensed to bolt. She's not greedy. She's a small animal at her most defenseless moment. Now picture yours at her bowl. If she chews at a normal pace, pauses, maybe sits down mid-meal, maybe wanders off and comes back 20 minutes later, that relaxed rhythm is a verdict on you. She's decided nothing in this house will take her food or hurt her while her head is down. That calm isn't her personality. It's your record. Test it. Stand about a meter away while she eats and stay still. No talking, no reaching toward the bowl. A cat who keeps eating is a cat who has ruled you safe. Trust like that shows up somewhere else too, right against your face. Number 12. She bumps her forehead into your face, not your hand. Hands get headbutted all the time. Ordinary. The one that counts is when she stretches up toward your face and presses her forehead or cheek against your chin, your nose, your mouth. There are scent glands along her cheeks and temples. Pushing them into you writes her signature on your skin, mixing your smell with hers into one shared household scent. Your face is also the part of you she has the least control over. It's big, it moves, it's loud. She's aiming at the scariest part of you and marking it as family. If she does this after you've been out all day, she's rewriting you back into the group. From cat height, that is what a great owner looks like. She marks your face when you're free. Where she lies down when you're busy says just as much. Number 13, she naps in the middle of the floor. Every cat has hiding places. Under the bed, behind the sofa, inside the cupboard you can't shut properly. Those spots exist for a reason. A sleeping cat in the open is a cat with no exit strategy. So notice where she actually sleeps at 2 in the afternoon. If it's the middle of the living room carpet, in the walkway, in the one place everyone has to step over her, she's made a statement. She isn't planning an escape because she isn't expecting to need one. Cats in stressful homes climb high or squeeze low. Cats in safe homes sprawl in the traffic. Your floor is a scoreboard, and great owners end up with a cat lying in the middle of it. Look at your floor tonight. Then listen for a sound that starts before you've even reached her. Number 14. She starts purring before you touch her. Most purring is a response. Your hand lands, the engine starts. Then there's the other kind. You're still walking over. She hasn't opened her eyes, and the purr is already running. She heard your footsteps and her body reacted to the sound of you. Cats hear far better than we do, and yours knows your walk from everyone else's. Anticipatory purring means the sound alone shifted her into a calm state before any contact happened. Sit near her without reaching out and listen for it. It's quiet, so you'll need the room silent. That's your name being spoken in her language, and she only says it for an owner who has never once been a bad surprise. The next one is the most private thing she does, and almost no owner has ever noticed it. Number 15. She uses the litter tray while you are in the room. Almost nobody thinks about this one, and it may be the most honest thing in this video. A cat in a litter tray is at her most defenseless, squatting, occupied, unable to run properly. In the wild, that is the moment something takes her, which is exactly why anxious cats wait. They hold on until the room empties, or the house goes quiet, or you finally go to bed. So watch whether yours walks in and uses it with you standing right there. No rushing, no bolting out afterwards. She is telling you she needs no privacy from you because you were never the danger. Great owners get used in front of. Do not stare while she is in there though, and never put the tray anywhere she can be cornered. Her tail carries the next one. Number 16. She wraps her tail around you when she sits down. She settles beside you and her tail comes to rest across your leg, your arm, your foot. Not flicking, just lying there. Cats keep their tails to themselves. It is a balance organ and an emotional broadcast in one, and they do not drape it over anything they distrust. Tail contact is the closest thing cats have to holding hands. In colonies, it happens between the pairs who groom each other and sleep together. Nobody else gets it. The real tell is that she does not check first. It simply lands on you. as though your leg is part of her furniture now. Never grab it. Tails are sensitive, and one bad grab can end this for months. A great owner becomes something she leans on without thinking. The next one starts before you are even through the door. Number 17. She turns up at the door before you arrive. Ask whoever else lives in your house where the cat goes before you get home. Plenty of owners discover she has been sitting by the door for several minutes, and nobody called her. She is not psychic. She has learned your engine, your footsteps in the corridor, the exact rhythm of your keys, and she rehearses it daily. That takes something people underestimate. She has to care enough about your arrival to track it in the first place. Cats do this for one person in a household, usually the one whose return actually changes their day. Get someone to message you the moment she moves to the door. If it lines up with you turning into the street, you are the event she waits for. The last one happens under your hand. Number 18. She falls asleep under your hand. You are stroking her. Her eyes narrow, then shut. The breathing slows, and then she is genuinely asleep, with your hand still moving on her. Think about what she just did. She let a far larger animal keep touching her while she switched her defenses off. No monitoring, no light doze with one ear tracking you. Real sleep, under contact. Cats do not hand that to people they are merely fond of. It is the most complete statement of trust available to her, and it is usually the last one to appear. Rescue cats can take a year to get there, so if it has ever happened to you, you can stop wondering whether you are a great owner. Nothing else on this list carries more weight. That was answered already, while your hand was still on her back. So, go back through those and count yours. Not a rough guess, an actual number out of 18. Most cats land somewhere between 5 and 9, and that's a normal, well-loved cat. Drop that number in the comments. Just the number, nothing else. I read them, and I'm genuinely curious how this splits. And if your count came out at 13 or higher, don't type a number. Type the word queen, because that cat has given you nearly everything she has to give. One last thing. If your cat does something that belongs on this list and I missed it, put it in the comments too. The best ones on this channel have all come from you. Then go and try the slow blink tonight. It's the fastest one to test, and she'll answer you.